Hi guys, you chose to do kindness creatures. So I have a couple options here. I've got these cute puppets that are just made out of some paper bags that you could create. Examples here. Or I also have this tear monster, which is just taking some scrap paper. You can even take a magazine and just tear up some shapes and create a little funny monster, or do whatever you want. But I got this idea from this really cute little page, World Kindness Day. We're having Kindness Week, but I love these cute creatures, and I love making monsters because there's no wrong way to make a monster, because guess what? They don't exist. So nobody can tell you how many eyes a monster has, or nope, a monster doesn't have 4 arms, or a monster doesn't have polka dots. If you want your monster to have those things, it can have them. So, but I want it to be a kindness creature. So somewhere you should have, this guy has kindness matters. This guy has a be kind heart. And this tear monster or creature has a choose kindness. So something that even a monster knows that you need to be kind. So let's talk really quickly about the paper bag puppet. If you have a ginormous paper bag, that would be really fun. You could even just color it on and color a monster, or just add whatever paper you have. If you happen to have a small lunch bag paper bag, then let me show you really quickly how you would make it. You just need a small little piece to fit the face, and then the longer piece that just goes under here. And how you would get that is really, really simple. You just measure that edge there like that. So I actually get it right there on the edge, see? I just put them in line, and then I would trace all the way down, but I'm actually gonna go all the way down off the paper. You'll see why. Then I'm gonna see, oh, that space goes to about here, that little part where the flap is. And then I'm just gonna make, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the joy of making monsters, is that it's a monster. It doesn't have to be perfect. So also, your kindness creature or monster could also be a robot. If you wanted to make a robot, robot's really fun because you just really just get a bunch of squares and rectangles and build a robot. So that you would glue on there, right? And then watch the magic of this. You just cut out the rest of that line, and that would just glue under there. Isn't that amazing? And if it goes a little longer, who cares? That's great. So you just glue it under there, glue, and then you can be the creative one that decides you have zigzag teeth, or just cut out a couple teeth, a tongue, horns, stripes, polka dots, whatever you want, and some kind of fun thing that reminds you why we're making these creatures for Kindness Week. Okay, Terror Monster is really fun because you take any old scrap paper. I don't know if you have this situation where people made other stuff, and you they cut out a little piece. Look at this beautiful piece of paper. 2 little spots were used. So take that paper, and what I would do is I would think of a shape. Think of a shape. I don't know if you've ever torn a shape. A shape is really hard to tear. So think of a circle. Here's Mrs.Michie trying to make her best circle possible. I've made a lot of tear circles in my life, and you're gonna be like, wow, that's not that great, Mrs.Michie, and that's okay. That's kind of the joy of a monster. So you'll notice some ways are easy to tear and some are not. So you just kind of pinch and tear. All right, there's that. I could tear that off right there. That could end up being like a crown or horns or a foot or an arm or a tail. Okay, so you just kind of take your stuff, tear it up, see what you got, and then you kind of just build from there. So maybe that's a belly and a head, or I don't know, whatever, that could be a crown. And then you're just kind of building and growing till I got my crazy monster. I did try to tear a heart. That was pretty hard. Or for your little heart, if you want to have a heart, you could just cut it out. But I had something on there to remind us of kindness. He has 2 eyes. A monster does not have to have 2 eyes. He has 4 arms, 2 legs, a tail, some antennae, 2 razor sharp teeth, but also a smile because he's a kind creature. So just have fun, tear monster, paper bag puppets, or just like our inspiration paper of the cute monsters, you could do just draw your monsters, or robots, which is just a lot of rectangles and building and growing a robot. So have fun, enjoy it, send any art my way, and enjoy Kindness Week.